So hi everybody, I am the voice behind all the writing. I'm Emerald, that's me. And these are some awesome ladies that I found to help me out with my great idea. Look at, I did a great job. I got Charlie's Angels over here. I got a blonde, a redhead, and a brunette.
I'm just really happy that it's this far away because I didn't get to do my eyebrows.
Okay, so we're all happy that we did our eyebrows today. So where were we? What about the selfie stick, guys? How do we feel about the selfie stick?
It's
yeah.
It's
lonely?
It is.
It makes
lonely.
you look.
I forgot to bring my friend to take my pictures.
Yeah.
Hold it over
Or
here.
honestly, I feel like I thought about whatever happened to like asking someone to take a picture. Like, hey, did you take a picture for me? Like, are we that afraid to talk to people now? So what do we decide? Are they empowering or are they vain?
It's a little bit about
I guess it depends on the person.
It's the person. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, okay, there really are people that I'll like scroll through like, okay, this person is clearly vain. Like, all right, this is enough. When it's like the same outfit, same hair, and like 10 different pictures. And you're like,
this angle,
yeah.
this angle.
And it's like you see people and like, depending, maybe like the caption is like, you know, something inspiring or something about like loving myself and all that. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like I get it.
I think it's good to document everyday life too, not just like the super good moments, and I feel like some people actually do that, which is nice. And you're just like, oh, I'm not wearing makeup today, I'm gonna take a picture of that, cool. But then it's hard too if you don't get as many likes on that one when you get one, I'm super pretty, look at me in Vegas, like,
yeah,
it's hard. But then
that's true. You make a good point.
It's true.
One of my friends actually yesterday, she posted a picture of like without makeup on, and she has like, you know, pretty bad acne, and she like didn't put a filter on or anything. And she's just like, here I am, like, this is me. I'm not gonna try and convince you guys that I'm perfect or like hide any flaws, like. And I thought that that was cool, like, cause she does have a lot of really pretty selfies, and she's a really pretty girl. But
I liked it.
But it's like she actually was like, hey, I'm not perfect, and I'm like, okay, you can take all the selfies you want now because like that's awesome, like that's empowering because we see so many girls, like all these pretty girls in my feed, and I'm like, geez, I could never do my makeup like that. I could never have the time to do my hair like that. And like, is that what I'm supposed to be looking like? Is that what people want to see? And it's like, well, that they're only showing the best, like the best parts of them. And like, what about the days when you're not all perfect?
Well, I was gonna say, like, when you look at someone, you're like, oh yeah, I know what you really look like.
Yeah. Or the Photoshop, that could just go on for days. Like, that's okay. Next topic.
Wait, so what do we decide? Yes, no, kinda, in the middle?
Depending on the person.
Yeah.
Is that the verdict? It's a person by person basis.
Yeah, you know who you are.
So the next article we read was about the Avengers.
Yeah.
And it came with a picture, which I will post now or on the blog or whatever. They released the Avengers toys with all of the superheroes or whatever they are, except for the girl ones.
Yeah. Like,
even as a set, not like even separately. The picture is the girls holding the thing, and there's no
Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that, like, what is that about?
Not okay.
Do we write a letter? Clearly they're directing the product to boys. But
action figures, boys.
As a girl, you want something related. Like, I went and saw the movie actually on Tuesday, and I was like, damn, Black Widow's a badass. Yeah. Like, okay, cool, you know, and if I was a little girl, I would want to go out and buy her action figure or whatever, and you want the whole team too. You want the whole crew. You want the boys too, but you're just, like, who didn't like the pink Power Ranger when they were young? You were happy because there was, like, a girl one.
It was
you got to be a part of it.
It was even.
Yeah. And so those girls in the picture look so sad. They're pissed, and I would be too.
And it's funny too, because even if we're talking Batman, Superman, and all those other characters, they have clothes and everything else for girls with those characters.
Yeah.
So, like, my daughter has a Batman shirt. That's awesome, but we're not supporting or promoting the girl superhero.
That's true.
And you know, you're not even getting the whole. It's not realistic. So it's not really the Avengers. It's the Avengers minus one.
Not the whole team.
It's like a cake without sugar.
Is it right?
Doesn't give it the kick.
That sucks. So Marvel or Disney owns Marvel. Figure it out.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was cool too. Mark Ruffalo, the guy that, that he was actually, he totally tweeted about it to them.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm in your movie. And give us all the characters my daughter and nieces want, you know. And that I love that stuff because they're the ones with the power. You know, they can make something happen.
The next article we read was called "Pop Feminism is All Privilege and Perfection," and basically, the Free the Nipple movement is what this one was about. You guys can read it. The links are in the thing.
Nipples.
Here we go. We're talking about the nipples, guys. How do we feel about the Free the Nipple movement? It was basically, is it Is it sexualizing the female body more, or is it desexualizing it more?
Define that.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so now that the nipple's out, we're giving men exactly what they want. They want to see the nipple. They're all excited about the nipple, right? The article kind of talked about it. I feel like they were arguing was that we're giving men what they want, but also it's empowering for women, like stuck in a bra, and so what? It's a nipple, like a man nipple, a woman nipple. It's not like we're walking around with our vaginas out.
There's some people.
I'm pro nipple movement, but I have my ex would actually get mad at me when I would wear shirts without a bra and be like, "What are you doing? Like, you're walking around like that? Like, is it wrong? Like, is my body wrong? Is it not okay for me to walk?" Like, I understand that there is a line that can be crossed, you know, the way you're wearing it, but I'm not walking around like this, like, hey guys, I'm just sitting here still, and it's not, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not trying to be sexy. I'm not trying to sexualize it. I didn't, like, cut out nipple holes like Mean Girls and not wear a bra or something.
I think the problem with it, like where there's always going to be an issue, is that men are always going to be like boobs. Like no matter how we want it to be perceived, no matter what we want and how equal we want to be, it's unfortunately never going to be that way.
Yeah. So testosterone. That's why.
I get the whole, we want to be able to be equal and we want to do all that stuff, but it's just never going to be that way because of them.
Yeah.
Not because of us.
But because they're never gonna, see the, and it's about free the nipple. They're just happy to see the nipple.
Yeah. The nipple. They're like, see the nipple.
On an awkward scientific standpoint.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. It's what I do. Guy nipples, there are no point to it at all.
None.
There is no purpose to it. Girls, there's a purpose. Okay? There's a purpose. You feed your baby. It's different because guys don't do anything with them when girls do. So to a point, you might want to cover that up.
Yeah.
Like that's like, it's something you can do that no one else can do. Like besides animals, whatever.
Yeah.
But guys can't do that and girls can. So
that's true.
That's how I kind of view it, because it's a little, I don't know. I think it's something you want to be proud of, but not show the world that I'm very proud of my nipple, which is awesome. You can do it, go fight, win. But
I mean, I have nice nipples.
They are made for a purpose, and that purpose is to feed babies and also sexual pleasure.
And there's that.
But the article also talked about how the Free the Nipple movement is geared toward specific women. So toward women with great nipples, I guess.
Right.
A lot of celebrities have been part of this. I don't know, like, I've seen Rihanna's nipples, I feel like. Miley Cyrus is always, one of her boobs is always hanging out. One of the quotes from the article is, what's problematic is that the movement only benefits a small privileged group of women, mostly white and middle or upper class, who have achieved equality in most other aspects of their life and now have the luxury of demanding free the nipple.
Right.
So it's like, oh, I'm pretty and cute so I can free my nipple and it's fun, but what about the women, like...
What about busty women?
Yeah!
Like, worry about different things when you don't wear a bra and you have boobs. I'm sorry.
This is a topic I don't know about.
It's a different ballgame
thing. Yeah, that's a whole other door that we don't know.
Sorry, I'll go now.
Me personally, I'm a pretty busty girl from my build, and no, they're strapped up.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere.
You're like, I'm not gonna.
They're not happening.
It'd be like a weird, you'd have to be laying down like a nipple selfie.
Angle selfie.
A selfie.
Oh man,
Let's not start that, please.
We just went there.
So I guess it does really depend on the girl. Like, all I really have is nipples, so there's not really much to like. There's no like nothing to grab there. It's like, okay, there they are. But I guess if there's stuff that like might be moving around, I don't really know. This isn't my expertise. Boobs aren't really my thing. Okay.
Right, yeah,
Right? Okay, so next subject. There was the beach body.
Oh yeah.
What's the perfect beach body?
Baywatch.
So, right?
That's the first thing I thought of.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, they screwed it up for everyone. To run in slow motion.
Have you ever tried that? It doesn't work.
It doesn't
work. There's no...
Stuff doesn't go. Yeah.
No, it's not Pamela Anderson. I'll tell you that much.
Oh.
Basically, the article is like, "Are you beach body ready?" What the fuck's a beach body? So women we're kind of upset about that. A beach body is you fucking take your body to the beach. These ads are telling us that, are you beach body ready? What do I have to do to be beach body ready? Like, take your product? It's basically trying to make us feel inferior to buy whatever they're trying to sell so that we're beach body ready. So some kick-ass women were like, no thanks, like, I don't like your ad. And of course it has the girl with the tiny little waist, big tits, blonde hair. And
Photoshop.
Like, Photoshop. Yeah, don't forget that, right? She doesn't look like that in real life.
She's not even beach body.
So they all went to the beach and were just kind of pissed off, made a big deal about it, and we're like, fuck you. We are beach body ready, and we don't need to look like the girl in the picture. And that sucks, man. That sucks because obviously I see something like that and I'm like, oh, screw that, like everything's photoshopped or whatever. But what about younger girls that are seeing these things? That's what's sad, is that they're trying to get to the mind. They just want to make you feel less, that you need to achieve this unattainable goal of a body.
Right.
And you're fine.
It's for a profit.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care what they're doing to people's minds and, you know, self-esteem and everything else.
Yeah, and it's also kind of like a form of manipulation where it's kind of, the slogan needs to be changed. Is it kind of directed to where you need to be more nutritious in your healthy, you know, everyday eating habits and your just exercise? Or is it just being ready for the summer? I mean, you should just be thorough throughout.
What do you have to do to be beach body ready?
What does this mean? Did I shave my legs? Yes.
Tumbling off of that, like the skinny tea or like this, you can be perfect if you drink this or take that, and like you're fine, you don't need to take it, it's okay. Like it's just tea. It's tea. I just feel like they want you to want something you'll never be, so that you'll just continually be buying all these products. And it's ridiculous. Why are there ads that like say you're beach body ready? Also try this.
To make you even more beach body.
Yeah. Like you look great now, but make it better, you know?
The problem is, as well, is that there's so many different body types, nobody can ever look like one thing. It's not ever, it's so unattainable that, and it's getting younger and younger and younger who's affected. I mean, I have two kids, they're 8 and 10, and my younger ones are already like, Mom, does this make me look fat? No.
I coach swim. Yeah. And I love it. And I was coaching one day, and this girl, she's 6 years old.
Oh no.
She goes, my mom says I need to work harder because I'm getting fat. And I won't be able to go to the beach with her.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. And I'm like, you are 6 years old. Can you stop it? Like, you're 6. I wasn't even thinking about if I was overweight or if I was fat or if I was skinny when I was 6 years. That's kindergarten.
Yeah.
That's first grade. Like,
in 6th grade, I was looking for, you know, I
was running fast.
Doll.
It's one thing for the media to be doing that, but then for your parents,
yeah, just give me her number.
It's probably because your parents are making a more big deal out of it. If your parents or if you personally are showing people that you hang out with or the people that you raise that you are not personally comfortable with yourself, it rubs off, and then you start thinking about yourself. Am I pretty? Am I fat? That can also happen with people you hang out with. It's just an environment you're with. If you hang out with people that tell you you are beautiful, you are beach body ready, then you're gonna think that too. Like, you can't surround yourself with bad things or posters like that. You can't be hanging things up like that.
And that's what's sad, is that stuff's everywhere though. That's the problem. There's no escaping it. Any magazine cover, any like billboard, advertisement, TV, anything. It's a certain image. It's a specific type. And that's not what you're supposed to be. Like, everyone is their own type. It's not just one. That's one of many. And it just sucks that everybody thinks that they should be that because everybody isn't that person.
I think what you said earlier about, like, make it about being healthy, not about look like this. Feel like this. Feel like this. You know, do this to feel like this, not to look like this.
Yeah. Also, there's so many other things that kind of go into it. I know for me, when I see girls like that on billboards or on magazines, I see these beautiful women, and it's like, there's so much more that goes into it. I mean, it's the body, it's the hair, it's the makeup, it's, you know, the lifestyle. It's like, okay, so I need a gym membership, I need to get things waxed.
Yeah, that's true. It's not just the body, it's everything else. What is she wearing? How is her hair? How long are her eyelashes? How sleek are her eyebrows on? Feel good is greater than look good.
Yes.
I feel like.
Yeah,
definitely.
And you will look better because you feel good.
Yes.
Look at this article that we read was called Feminism in a Man's World. And it was essentially about a woman who, what is she, an officer, a firefighter, a policeman? She's something.
Servant of the police.
Yeah, police. She's a police, say. I pulled up some interesting quotes. Let's see. She said that she felt more like a police officer than a woman. So I feel like a man wouldn't say that. I feel more like a police officer than a man. Like, you can be a woman and a police officer. So that's kind of odd. What she meant by that was that she could do her duty as well as a male officer. She was a tough woman ready to take on a tough job. So, but like, why does she have to feel like, why can't she still feel like a woman? Like I would be like, yes, I'm a woman, I'm a police officer. You shouldn't attain to feel like a man in your job just because it's a male-dominated job. You need to feel like a woman in that position.
A person.
Yeah, yeah, a person, just like the rest of them. It says, they went on to talk about how women in the workforce, basically, it said, male colleagues often indulge in gossip to explain the success of female coworkers. It may be her looks, her style, or something else, but rarely her work. So often, if a woman, I love this thing, people don't think that, like, pretty and smart don't go together. You can either be one.
Yeah.
Like, you
pick one.
Yep.
Sorry.
Pick one. You can either be successful or pretty. Or, like, or use your prettiness to get you success. Like, there's got to be a reason why you got that job. Well, maybe I was qualified for the job. People will blame, or, like, try and figure out why a woman got where she did.
Right.
Like, what? How did she get there? What did she do?
Who did she sleep with?
Yep. Who did she sleep with? Oh, she's just pretty, so they hired her, or things like that.
Hey, but sometimes that happens.
That's
true.
that is true. It's just crazy how people are like, oh, well, you must have done something to get to where you are. Well, what about hard work? Yeah, hard work. Well, what did you do to get where you are? Like, I did the same exact thing. So it's just crazy to me that it just says women's accomplishments are still accepted grudgingly. So people see women accomplishing things or doing well on their own, and they're just kind of like, okay, like, how did you do that? Why are you doing that?
We clap.
And sometimes I think it's hard because there are people like us that are such strong women, and we want so badly to be considered equal or just taken seriously. And I get that there are certain things that men can do that women won't ever be able to do. I get that. You know, there are physical things that we can't do. But you know what? That goes back. Yeah, that goes back to the jar. I really want this pickle. I will sit there for an hour before I'll hand the jar over. I'm just saying.
Break the jar and put the pickle in a bag for later.
But that doesn't mean you know what, I don't even want a pickle anymore. But it also goes both ways, and we have to remember that like, as frustrated as we get that there are things we won't ever be able to do, there are things that we can do that they cannot do as well.
That's true.
You know,
you're
and
welcome.
we can, like, you know, back to the nipples, right? Your nipples are useless. Okay.
But thank you, men, for what you do.
Thanks for opening the jars, lifting heavy things, and killing spiders.
We appreciate you.
We just create humans. I think that kind of wraps up our discussion. Got some fun stuff talked about, read some neat articles, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Read the articles, let me know. And thanks for watching. So, bye.